Hi crafters, it's Karen, and I have a couple of pocket page letters to share with you. I did them in the beach theme, but before I do that, I wanted to show you real quick some Happy Mail that I received from Robin Brockwell. She had sent me a package not too long ago, and in the mini album that she had sent me and in the card that she had created for me, she had used some of these it's called mud puddles, and it creates a texture kind of like sand, and it's really cool. I thought it was a awesome effect, so she sent me a bottle. Thank you so much, Robin. That was so thoughtful of you. She doesn't do videos, although she watches all of our videos, but this is her card. Robin, you definitely should be doing videos because this is a really sweet card, and I'm sure you could be an inspiration. I just love it. So thank you so much for the mud puddles. I can't wait to try it. Very, very thoughtful. So this is the paper collection that I did my pocket letters in, my favorite beach collection, which is the Kane Company. It's called Travel by Tim Coffey. I think we're all familiar with this one, but look at that. Just the colors in this collection are just so vibrant and you know, tropical. I love this. This is my all-time favorite paper collection. So this is the first one. This is the first beach themed one, completed beach themed pocket letter that I created. And what I did was I took one of the 12 by 12 sheets, and then I cut it down to 7.5 by 10.5 because that's the size of the pocket page, and then I cut it into, you know, the ATC size, which is 2.5 by 3.5. So this all makes one sheet, if you could see that. You know, it's one continuing sheet. So other than the embellishment, I created my pocket letters to be sort of like a kit. And so this one is like a beach themed kit, so whoever receives it would have what they needed to complete a beach themed card or tag or ATC or something. So that's what all the embellishments and everything are geared for. So and other than some of the embellishments, I didn't do a whole lot of decorating of the pockets, as you could see, but for the first one, I used this seahorse. It's one of the Tim Holtz Alteration Sizzix dies, and I did a video on it, on how I altered some of these cuts that I had made with chipboard, and then I painted them or went over them with Distress ink, and then stamped on them, some of them, and then I went over them with the Ranger ultra thick embossing powder, and they all came out really sweet. So that's the seahorse, one of the seahorses, and I did do some stamping, background stamping on this particular card with a stamp from my stash, really sweet. And all the embellishments are adhered lightly to the cards so that they could be removed and used. In this one, I just added some of this trim. I believe it's Prima trim up on top. And then I had fussy cut all these images from the paper collection so she could use those die cuts. And then for this one, I included one of the kites from Michael's $2 bin because I thought that would be appropriate for a summer themed, you know, scrapbook page or card. And I also used one of the clouds that I had altered with the embossing powder. That's a Tim Holtz die. And for the next one, this is one of the embellishments that I had made using a paper collection from Paper Studios, and I just backed it with Mod Podge onto a piece of chipboard and added, I'm not sure if I added glitter to this one, some of them I did, but anyway, I made that embellishment. And then for this shaker, and I'll show you this shaker card. Now, as you can see, it's kind of raised, that circle there. And this is how I did it. I used this packaging, you know, the packaging, the plastic that you get that comes with the Tim Holtz ideology, his compasses or his clocks, you see. So I took one of these and I cut it out. Then I took my, I think it's 1.5 inches. I think that's the size, the 1.5 inches. And I punched a hole in the card, in the ATC card. And then I adhered this piece to the card. And then I put some foam tape, you know, dimensional tape all around, and then, that doesn't go there, and then adhered them together. Did I explain that well? I'll do a video on how I put it together, but it really is quite easy. So in here are some sequins. I also cut some seahorse out of some gold foil paper and some teal sequins, and I just thought it looked like a little porthole of sequins. So yeah, I thought that was cute. And I should add a sentiment here because it's kind of blank, but anyway, for the next pocket, I just added these puffy stickers of these flowers here from Hobby Lobby. And in the background, you can see that I did some stamping. See the coral back there on that card. For this card, I added one of the Tim Holtz ideology compasses, an arrow that I had cut from gold foil, and then this is a arrow from a Sizzix die, and I altered it with the embossing powder. This is a sand dollar from the Tim Holtz alterations die, and I did the same thing. I painted it with the I believe it's the sponge sugar distress paint, and then inked the edges, and then I went over it with the embossing powder, and it came out really sweet. I know there's a glare, but it came out really cool. For this last pocket, I created a couple of bottle caps. Let's see if the camera will focus. And I had dropped some sequins in the bottle caps just for color. So I hope it's focusing on the shell in there, and the coral in this one. And in the background, I had slipped in a gold foil diamond gem from a die that I have, and you know, just a gold clip with this trim or lace from Hobby Lobby. My die cuts fell out. So on the back, this is the pocket with the kite and the cloud, so I punched a gold foil cloud to go with those kites. I created a banner set using a die, Sizzix die that I have, and I cut them out of burlap and added some gold baker's twine so that she could create her banner. For this pocket, I added another one of those seahorses, then some seahorses that I had cut out of paper. And also I included some images that I had stamped out for her so that she could, you know, use them in her tags or what have you. I included some canvas flowers here and another flower here from Recollections. This is a playing card. I showed those in a video. It's just a regular playing card, but it has images of seashells on it, so I thought that was appropriate, and I just added some washi tape samples there. I'm sorry, the light is changing. These are more embellishments that I created using paper from the Paper Studios beach paper, and I just adhered the paper to the chipboard using Mod Podge, and I added some glitter to some of them, and I distressed them so they're like little art tiles. For this bottom one, this is a piece of that netting that you can get at Michael's, like a beach netting, and I thought that would make a great accent for a beach themed card or tag. Here are some more sand dollar cutouts and also some gold foil seahorses and little crabs. Those are Martha Stewart punches, and I thought those would make great embellishments. And also, this is a greeting farm image that I am sharing. It's the mermaid. Let me show. Sorry. Whoops. So I'm sharing the little mermaid from the greeting farm. I thought that would be really sweet. She can use that in her project. And then this is the other side of the arrows. So I included a geotag and another gold glittered arrow here. So that's one pocket letter. And for the side, I used this wood grain washi tape for the side, and I also included some seam binding that I had crinkled and some charms, beach themed charms. This is a butterfly, well, summer themed anyway. Some seashells and just a white metallic flower there. So I thought that was cute. And then the next one that I completed is this. And this is the page on the whole. It was all taken from one page, one teal colored map-like sheet. And I just, cut it down to 7.5 by 10.5. And then again into the, squares. So for the first square, I created another one of these sand dollars using antique linen distress paint and the Ranger embossing powder. I added this adhesive, it's like a gold glittered ribbon, adhesive ribbon there to the bottom. And there's a gold clip with a piece of lace from Hobby Lobby. Just a couple of butterflies from the Michael's $2 bin from a while back. I just love the look of them. Those would look great on a summer project. These are gold glittered little pennants from that tiny little pennant punch that I have from Fisker's. And these are a couple of the little beach tile embellishments that I had created. And she can easily remove these to use them in her project. Another gold clip with the lace from Hobby Lobby. This next one, this is another one of the beach themed tiles, and this one does have glitter on it. I don't know if it's picking up, but this one does have glitter on it. It's really pretty. Here is another one of the shakers with the little porthole type shakers. You see it's dimensional. I just love the way those come out. And I wish I had a punch that was the right size to use this circle here, because that would make a nice shaker. But anyway, I thought this one looked cool with the gold, and there's a gold foil crab in there along with a few little teal sequins. So I thought that was cute, and I just went around it with washi tape. This is an arrow that I altered, chipboard arrow that I altered with the embossing powder. And put that back real quick. There, sorry. And then this is a small pack of crochet doilies that used to be available at Michael's. So there's 3 doilies in there. I thought those were neutral colors for a project. Over here is a canvas tag, a gold foil gold glittered foil butterfly that I punched out, and then light green flower that they could use in their project. Here and these are new, some adhesive anchors. These are from Recollections. And I thought it was appropriate because the ship in the background there. And here is a seahorse that I had created, altered it with the embossing powder, and this is a little starfish bead there, and that is, the green seaweed is actually cheesecloth that I had sprayed and you know, altered the color of it. So I thought that looked cute. She'll be able to use that. And then so for the back, these are some chipboard, or no, what do you call this? Corrugated cardboard pennants, you know, banner pennants. So that I went over them with gesso. And then I included the little twine there so she can make a little banner. These are a couple of embellishments that I watercolored and from stamps. These are stamps that I watercolored, and she could use them for embellishments. These are some gold foil sand dollars, and this is from my Martha Stewart sand dollar punch. So I thought those were cute. A doily. This is the other another playing card with the seashells on it. So after she uses up all the washi tape, she'll have, it's really pretty. It has all different pictures of seashells on there. Another one of these tiles that I created on chipboard. Little glittered flower from Recollections. Down here is another seahorse that I altered with the embossing powder, and also some seahorses that I cut from gold foil paper. I also included some cheesecloth if she wanted to alter the cheesecloth to make it look like seaweed, like the one that I did on the front. Over here are some beach-themed images that I had stamped out, and some more of that beach netting that you can find at Michael's. And over here is just some a gold charm. I thought it looked like a treasure, and a little small rosette. So, and then I went over the sides with this one with washi tape as well. I tagged and numbered this one. It's pocket letter 4. And then over here in the corner I did clip a garment pin and a seashell and what do you call that? Camera. So she could use the charms in her projects as well. So those are my current pocket letters. I'm working on a couple more because they are so addicting. Oh my goodness, and they're just a lot of fun, you know. So yes, those are my pocket letters, my beach themed pocket letters. So thanks so much for watching, and I'm sure I'll talk to you soon.